still it's with
like
Curly and Tech Larry.
the NFL sold their rights to whoever, and then only one company can make football games, and then that was it.
I only used to play the USFL games.
Yeah, the Generals all the way.
Right. Yeah, I played the He Hate Me.
That wasn't even the USFL.
What was that one?
XFL.
XFL.
Yeah.
Super League is what we need. When they talk about the playoffs, it used to be AFL, NFL.
That's
Why
true.
not have like NFL, it's still AFC, NFC, and then have whatever the fuck they do in those other leagues.
Used to be NFL or whatever, the Super Bowl, whatever it was called then, versus the college team, like the college All-Stars or whatever.
What?
That's how shitty the NFL was.
No fucking way.
And it was a competition.
And it was close.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you would think that they're faster and younger, but they're just not. They're just not.
No.
I mean, it's not like that. They're less experienced. They haven't hit their prime yet.
And the best person on any team would be maybe the fifth best person on an NFL team. Maybe if they're like the #1 draft pick guy, you know.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. And then you don't get like the old guys, the old like who's that short guy from Buffalo, you know, that did the drop kick and stuff like that.
Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie. Yeah. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Oh, we started?
Yikes. I
Oh,
guess.
jeez.
Thanks. Wait, top 6 sitcoms.
Let's do it.
All right, so you open.
All right. I mean, are we just going straight out Seinfeld?
Well,
Does that count?
yeah, you can. Yeah, Seinfeld counts. Why wouldn't Seinfeld count?
All right, I'm just making sure. 'Cause I saw you had like kind of weirder ones on your list.
Well, not really. So I mean, do you have anything to say about Seinfeld? I mean, like,
What's there to say about Seinfeld? Everyone loves Seinfeld.
I've never seen it. I've heard so much about it. I've never seen it.
That's like Allie Lerman never saw Seinfeld.
Are you kidding? Really? That's a real thing? No, I've seen it, of course.
Yeah.
It's a good show. My number 6 one.
I should have started at 6, I guess. That was
Seinfeld's your number 1?
That's pretty dumb, I guess.
What's okay? Well, what's my number 6? My number 6 show. The slide should be visible. Yeah. My number 6 is. I wanted to start with an obvious one.
All right.
Murphy Brown.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's The Office.
Oh yeah. Well, no. I mean, you should just click it. Just one little click. Yeah. Murphy Brown.
Oh, all right.
Now, I mean, you know, it was so groundbreaking, ahead of its time. Debuted in '88. She had a fresh face. Candace Bergen taught America's women how to be cunts and old. Husbandless, you know.
Well, she was the head newscaster. Is that what it was?
Well, yeah, she was like over 40, not married.
She was the Cokie Roberts.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is that she was all about having a baby and making Dan Quayle mad and stuff, you know, and being controversial.
Flirting with her painter.
Yeah, exactly. Flirting with that guy who was eternally fixing up her place. Yeah, she had to be banging that guy. Anyway, what's your number 5?
Wow. So really, Murphy Brown, you loved it that much?
I thought everybody loved it. It was a classic. 10 years. It ran for 10 years.
I feel like you're pulling my leg. I can't tell. I can't tell.
I mean, like, I watched it 1,000 times.
Number 5 is to say Seinfeld was 6. Who cares? It's a stupid list.
Right. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
News Radio.
Oh, yeah. News Radio. Another great
Love that
80s,
show.
90s mostly, right?
Mostly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another one of those that
Cast.
was so good. Always like kind of in reruns during the 90s, but never got the love that I think it deserved. Had Rogan in it.
Yeah.
Dave Foley, Phil Hartman, Andy Dick.
Oh, yeah. Andy Dick.
John Lovitz would show up here and there.
A couple of people whose name I don't know, but that the boss guy, I see him in everything. Whatever he is.
Stephen Ray.
Stephen Ray, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the lady who has a drinking problem.
Maura Tierney.
Maura Tierney, yeah.
Another good one. She was in like West Wing or something. later on.
Yeah. She was on the Divorce as well.
And then that girl that looks like Kathy Griffin but isn't Kathy Griffin. I don't know her name. She was like the redhead, bubbly secretary in that show.
Oh, that is Kathy Griffin.
That is, but it's not her.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Anyway, all right. Well, my number 5 is Boondocks, which...
Really?
Yeah, I know it's animated and everything, but it's about these 2 black kids or something that they're trying to get used to a white neighbor. I'm going to watch it one of these days. But, Boondocks, right. So.
Were you into the cartoon? The comic strip? Sorry, the comic strip?
I'm not really into... I'm more into the idea of it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on the list.
All right.
So what's your next one?
Sticking with animation, South Park.
Ah,
Gotta go
yes.
South Park. I mean, what can you say about it?
Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
I was about to do a horrible Cartman impression. I decided not to. He did that "Come Sail Away,"
Yep.
and that show. Those are the foremost satirists of our time. Those guys,
They have the correct take on everything for 20 years now.
and they're never wrong, and they're never shy. They're never afraid.
Never hypocrites. They never like get it wrong or don't predict
they're like
the future.
Donald Trump of animation and entertainment.
Yeah, that's what I've heard many people refer to them as.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's like the cliche thing to say.
Well, I'm going to say it then. Well, I got another cliche choice here. One
Okay.
you're going to be expecting. It's Broad City. I mean, just
Really?
yeah. Comedy Central. They have so many good shows, and this is one of them. It's about these two ladies. And they're like broads.
You like it better than South Park, you would say?
It's in my top 6. I mean,
I didn't
Look
know.
at 'em.
Maybe South Park moved
I
up.
think that you take one look at that poster right there, and you get what the show's about.
The girl on the left, I find, is smoking hot.
Yeah, you want to just stick it in her, right?
Oh my God, she's like kind of dirty hot or something. I don't know what it is.
You
but
just need a friend, right? Just like, hey, we should just sneak up on those two girls and just fuck them.
And when I tape South Park, usually you get like the first minute of this show,
Ah.
and it was always funny. The first minute I saw.
Yeah, so you've seen
I've never wanted to tune in to an actual episode,
officially
but
seen more of it than I have. What's your next one?
I got Scrubs.
Oh yeah, Scrubs. Yeah.
You like Scrubs?
Well, Jessica Curson, the comedian. Yeah. Did you know that her cousin is Zach Braff?
I did know that.
Yeah, so-
but like step cousin or something.
That's a pretty strong connection that we have with that show.
That's true. I've heard of her, and then she knows Zach. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've
The only
talked to her
problem
many times.
was it was like it would have morals at the end, kind of thing. I didn't really like when it got like somber and stuff like that, but it was a funny show about
They
like
ever
friendship.
just become full blown doctors? I mean, it seems like
Yeah,
they're just,
yeah,
like, middle ground. They do eventually.
Yeah,
It was on for 26 seasons or something. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Not that. Yeah, it was one kind of long, but yeah, they started out as intern kind of people or whatever, and then a few years later they had real jobs.
All right. Well, my number 3 show then is the Murphy Brown reboot. That's right.
You liked it better than the original?
He's back.
Man, that age didn't do too well to her.
No, but you know what? That's the thing with an older journalist. I don't know what's on her chin. Weird.
Murphy's Brown.
She was only on. They were only on for just one season because Donald Trump won. But Hillary was on.
Really?
Yeah, is it possible to click that link? Oh, need some sound so we can hear it.
Going to send someone up to interview as your new secretary. Oh, goody. I haven't had one of those in a while.
You see, nobody really gets what a great comedic actor Hillary Clinton is, but she
Hello. I'm
is.
here to interview for the secretarial position.
Hillary?
Yes, Hillary.
I mean,
Hillary?
if you're not laughing at,
Hillary Clinton.
you don't have a funny bone.
My God, you look just like...
I know, Hillary Clinton. I get that a
She's
lot.
wearing
but
Republican red.
My name is spelled
Yeah.
with one L.
Well, okay, Hillary, with one L, please sit down.
Yes.
Smooth.
I guess you've heard this is a pretty demanding job.
I have. Your reputation precedes you, but I want you to
I mean,
This-
did anybody deliver like Helen,
know
like Hillary
I'm
Clinton?
not afraid of hard
Was this
work.
before the election?
I'm qualified and ready on day
I
one.
think no, it was after
And
because Trump
I
had
also
won.
assume you've had previous
See, the premise of the show is they were going to come
For 4
back.
years, I was the secretary. I was the secretary of a very large organization.
Wow, what a great part.
And
She
you
seems
have
like
all
an
the requisite
automaton or
skills,
something,
computer,
just like
Emails.
like
somebody
a,
like
I
those
do have
battery
some experience.
wearing like remember those in the 80s when they'd have those barbecuing like fucking battery fucking people that were the battery commercials. She's like one of them. That's enough. Before we, it's too early in the day to be looking at Hillary this long.
Wow.
My apologies. So what's your number? I guess
two,
Yeah.
two, I guess. I would go. Did I say this one yet? Sports Night.
Oh yeah, sports. Oh, it's Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin, yeah. One of his first shows about like an ESPN ripoff, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that was the days, it was right after Keith Olbermann and Dan Patrick would host Sports Center every night, and it was like almost a tune-in type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it was like, it was before like the Daily Show or whatever, where you could get kind of late night comedy that wasn't Carson or Letterman or Leno or something like that.
Yeah.
And then this just riffs off, pretty much rips off ESPN.
Perfect thing. Like there's a show that goes, no, we want to make something for guys, I guess, you know, and it's like a sitcom about a sports show that they've already like seen the replay of 4 times. It's like it's smart idea.
But then it's you know the background sports, but really it's all a big drama kind of girly kind of, but funny,
right?
Type of thing. But yeah, that's a good one.
Number 2 for me is Holmes and Yo-Yo.
Didn't know this one.
Holmes and Yo-Yo, yeah. Richard Schull. This is from 1976. This guy, John Shook and Schull, known as a great comedy duo. Shook is rather a robot. Plays a robot cop.
Okay.
That's Yo-Yo.
But not RoboCop.
No.
Robot.
Yo-Yo cop.
Yo-Yo Cop. Okay.
Yeah. And a great car. It's like a Duster. Is that what that is? Oh, that thing will shit and get off. Speaking of shit and getting off, I think they're looking for the men's room. No. Okay, well, that's... I'm sure your curiosity's running wild.
Yeah, what is going on?
No, they
just run everywhere to shit.
Yeah, they are actually.
What the fuck?
It's the show. They look for places to shit. Holmes and Yo-Yo.
I had to shit, but now I don't. Yeah. It's like it's yo-yoing in my body. He's a robot, too. He doesn't even have to shit. And he's running to the bathroom all the time. What's he... That was Holmes and Yo-Yo?
Holmes and Yo-Yo.
I can't tell.
Cop show.
I can't tell.
That was real. What do you have?
Let's see. The ones I have left.
Final choice.
Futurama, The Office, BBC, Curb Your Enthusiasm, or Rick and Morty.
Okay. Those are all pretty good.
I might have to go. It's between The Office and Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I might have to go The Office.
Curb Your Enthusiasm's funny, but it's just kind of like a little formulaic and Jewy.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And it always hit.
You got to deal with Wanda Sykes telling you what a bad person you are and everything.
That's true.
I don't need that. His wife is not nearly hot enough to be that much of a bitch.
True, Cheryl Hines.
A lot of menopause.
JB Smoove is good.
Yeah, he steals the fucking every scene he's in. Yeah.
Did you ever see the BBC Office?
Did you ever see the BBC Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yep.
Yeah. Heighten your enthusiasm.
It's by David Larry.
Yeah. Well, my number 1 sitcom of all time is just too obvious.
I can't wait for this.
It's too obvious. A Different World.
Oh, duh.
I mean, this show, once it got free from... Well, let's look at a clip from it. I mean, if you can't remember, but yeah.
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah. It really got its own footing separate from Cosby, you know, eventually. And
this is when Dwayne Wayne flipped his glasses up, right?
Yes, that's right, yeah. His glasses broke. This is a very special A Different World. Oh, look at that. My goodness. You know, back then, it just wasn't as controversial. This is a Hillman, the fictitious...
I can't believe Cosby would put stuff out like this.
Traditionally black, yes, college that it represents. I guess it's Howard that it's...
Well, it is a different world.
Yeah. Are we still doing free Mondays?
No.
Okay.
How good was Dwayne Wade, the basketball player, that he overcame being Dwayne Wayne from... I mean, growing up, everyone was Dwayne Wayne. Kind
with
of
his
thing.
eyesight?
Yeah.
He was not that tall, really.
No.
I guess he had some growing to do.
Went to like a mid-market major, or what, that Marquette or something.
Hillman.
Hillman?
Hillman was supposed to be Howard. I know when the black lady's got her titties hanging out, it's hard to... It's hard... Yeah, well, how about Joe Biden with his, like, what do you say? All you think these young people are stupid?
Uh-huh.
You think these blacks are stupid? That's basically what he said. You think they're stupid because they're poor? He goes, poor kids are just as smart and capable as white kids. I'm like, what? No, they're not.
I know. God, get your facts straight.
That's a crazy thing to say. Have you seen their grades?
Yeah. The schools that need more funding and stuff, never the white school.
They're not challenged.
They're not
That's what
challenged.
it is. They're not. They need to challenge them with some get ahead fucking scholarship play. I don't know.
That's what it is, right?
And, of course, dead pedophile this weekend.
Yeah. It's such a shame.
And Jeffrey Epstein died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I said to my girlfriend, I can't believe Jeffrey Epstein died. And she goes, oh, yeah? What made that happen? And I'm like,
did she have him on her death pool or something?
And I go, do you know who Jeffrey Epstein is? And she goes, yeah. I'm like, well, you would know then why he would kill himself then. She goes, and then she didn't know who Jeffrey Epstein was, obviously. She was just trying to fake it.
He's like former manager of the Beatles. He's the guy who raised his hand in Cotter's class. His grandmother died.
Why even try to fake it? Just say, oh, who's that? I wouldn't care.
They all do that. I don't know if it's a millennial thing or what. You know that guy who
Definitely not a millennial thing.
Oh, she's not millennial.
I wish,
Sorry, Zoomer.
I wish it was.
Zoomer, my bad. What's her name? Yeah, the kid who does, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Jack Miller. Yeah, everything you say to him, you're like, you know about that? And he's like, I think so. You know, it's like, and then I go, well, it's this. He goes, oh, yeah. You never fucking heard of it. Just let me know something you don't know once.
But it would be nice to be able to have a conversation with her about this huge pedophile ring with all these names involved and all these things going down. Yeah. She has no clue, so I can't even be like, do you think someone killed him? Or, any of that conspiracy stuff. Nope, it's just, all right.
Just switch it over to ESPN2 and watch ping pong.
The cornhole tournaments. You see, that's on now? Cornhole all the time on ESPN.
All cornhole. All the time.
Who's watching it?
If you want cornhole, we got cornhole. Wait, cornhole, you're throwing a beanbag into a...
layer of rising, piece of plywood with a hole at the top.
That's just... See, what do you think came first? The game being called cornhole or fucking somebody in the ass being called cornhole?
Definitely fucking someone in the ass. And then they decided...
That seems like a pretty primitive game. and why would you call that cornhole?
I can't figure it out.
In the butt, why would you call that cornhole?
Huh.
What's that to do with... Oh, these guys are playing.
Oh, wow, I've never saw...
Is this live?
I've never seen it this professional before.
Thank God.
You always just have,
I want to see this.
a flannel shirt on or something.
Oh, yeah, game summary. Yeah, no, these guys they got sponsors and shit.
Yeah. He's got
Louis Rich.
cornhole sneakers on.
And what's some other corn sponsors they might have? I don't know.
The Jolly Green Giant. Mazzola.
Yeah, Mazzola. Corn goodness. And look at that. That's some good cornholing.
I'm still not even sure of the rules, even though it's got to be so simple.
You know what's much sexier than cornhole is ladies pole vaulting.
Oh, God. Those girls from, the Nordic countries that are in it and stuff.
And the clothes. I've never seen women in better shape, more sexily dressed, and in such abundance.
And jiggling, running. And
I think that if I had all them lined up, I could just start to finish with no refractory period. I think I could just keep...
What event would you request they do?
The fucking...
Your pleasure.
Face sit. Maybe. Oh, my God, look at that. Jesus, that can't be real. This is the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, my God.
Look at that girl. That is fucking retarded.
How do you not slap it every time you walk by?
Notice the name of the network?
I don't.
Addict TV.
I don't see that.
It's in the top right corner.
Not missing it.
Oh, I see. I was able to get a glimpse. Look at that. Oh, boy. Yep.
Oh.
That is one talented torso with a head on top.
So would you go pole vaulting?
I would go
pole vaulting. Pole vault.
Oh. You need to be punished.
Yeah, you need a hug. Oh, she made it?
What?
Could have sworn she went 5 feet under it.
Maybe it's like a ladies push-up.
If you land on the mat, you win.
If you get in the air, yeah.
Oh, she did make it. Oh.
God, there's got to be some better shots of this. Anyway, that can stay there the whole time.
You don't want to watch some shot putters?
Lady shot putters, they might be a little bit more muscular.
Did you watch the, how much of the Pan American games did you watch this weekend?
I didn't know that was happening at all, but I did snag a tweet from one of our athletes there.
Race Imboden, or what his stupid name? He was named after the character in Speed Racer. There's a race something in Speed Racer.
Jesus.
He was named after that.
That car always stressed me out. Like he was
Never got into Speed
out of breath and shit. It's like, he sounded terrible. Like asthma? This little orange car with asthma.
No idea.
He doesn't sound healthy. He needs to get that checked.
Oh, my God.
We look at that. I mean, look, guys, it's your choice, but oof.
Like to add 7 to her, right?
Look, 6 and 2, that's 8. Give me another 8, and that's HH. That's why Donald Trump is rooting for this pole vaulter. I couldn't believe that one. Did you see that theory on MS13 NBC?
No.
It was that the guy said that, like, well, we're going to have 3 days for the flag to be at half-mast for these shootings.
Oh,
that means he's raising them back on August 8th, which is 8/8, Heil Hitler.
and they planned it specifically on that date as a dog whistle, too.
I've got all these questions now about Lynn Swann.
Oh, my Altoon.
Yeah. Some of the great wide
Eric
receivers.
Lindros.
There's probably many.
Oh, my God.
But, you know, that's... How do we get to be in a country where you can say something like that? And they say Alex Jones is crazy.
I know.
You know, he says, like, a bunch of facts, and they're doing numerology and saying that it means anything. It's like plant the seed of weirdness in the most gullible idiot fuckers watching television. That's their plan.
That's all it is just claim one other thing is crazy, and you're not crazy, and hope you're the loudest.
Yeah.
And
I
people...
mean, but on the conservative side, it's not like that at all. I don't ever see anybody like that. When do they ever say anything like... When they said that Trump was crazy for saying that Obama was from Kenya.
Yeah.
He's from Kenya. and he goes, yes, and Don McCain never did bring up my Muslim faith. I mean, and the other guy, your Christian faith. Yes, Christian, yes. What Christian would accidentally call themselves Muslim? It would never, ever, ever happen. Common sense tells you he's a Muslim from Kenya. And his brother says the same thing.
But he has that Christian name.
That's the thing. I can't figure that part out. A suspicious name. Did you see... Now this is...
What do you think about Epstein? What do you think happened?
What do I think about it? I think that he... look... I mean, he's obviously murdered. It was so fucking weird.
He was obviously murdered, right?
Obviously, yeah. I mean, I'm holding back for some reason, but yeah, the Clintons fucking killed him, of course. He's like, 26 times I was on that goddamn... I've been to that island a lot. Had a lot of fucking on that island. I fucked in every room in that mansion.
Even Alan Dershowitz was like, kept getting dragged through the... Here we go. There's the shot put.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Asians.
No female shot putters, guys.
Yeah, where's the girls? Bring on the girl shot putter.
Oh, my God.
What the hell did that thing just throw? Man, I mean, that's further than I could throw that, I feel, but that's just because she's got the form.
Gong. It's kind of racist.
Nice dick, bitch.
They just put cheeseburger on the American. Gong on the
Gong.
Asian.
Yeah, it's like hamburger. Bruce Springsteen.
Stina Schwanitz.
Chevrolet.
Jewish?
What? Now this is what happens when you let the trans people start doing female sports.
She gonna go with the scoop? Oh, she doesn't go with the spin. How you gonna win without the spin?
That bitch is stupid and weak. Deutschland. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to watch this. Oh, you know what? If you could go to that next thing, a little promo for this. How about that? It should say crime report or something. I don't know. New York City crime report. Yeah, that's right. No, it's a new episode today. with Subway hero Joe Lozito. That's it. Boy, it was a really it does a real pretty thing there when you're in it, but it's okay. Say, are we gonna get to see it? No. Don't sweat it, guys. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, crime report. Now, with the death of Jeffrey Epstein, this is something that Tanner posted on Instagram. Do you follow this guy?
Tanner? No.
I forget the whole handle of his, but it's something kind of odd. But it's
What's his gist?
It's from the gist.
Tanner. Is he like
Tanner,
a Infowars guy?
No, he's just some dude.
Okay.
Yeah. But like it says, I made it sound like somebody, right? Yeah. He's great. But anyway, I follow him, and this is from Share Blue Stalwarts. And what it is it's to the stalwarts, which are, I guess, a bunch of Democrats who are there to. You ever think, like, it seems like they're organized when they tweet all at the same time and the same shit?
Always use the same, not like weird word, but just like all the same particular word in a tweet or something.
All on the same page. It says, Stalwarts. By now, most of you will have seen the recent news regarding the death of Jeffrey Epstein. Already, the news is being used by far-right activists to spread smears and conspiracy theories on social. Despite being both harmful and untrue, there is clearly a very concerted effort from the right to reach the public consciousness. You don't want the right reaching the public consciousness. No, that's our job, right? So as you can see on your dash, and it's capitalized, so they have like some, headquarters or whatever. It's just like
app or something.
Yeah. So the past few hours have seen a rapid swell in far right disinformation. Like about how Clinton was on Lolita and whatever.
Yeah.
And all that stuff about the death count. As such, we need as many stalwarts as we can to counteract this, promote our own messaging, and discredit the claims being made. You can find the keynotes regarding Jeffrey. So they provide like resources and shit, and navigating to appropriate conversation. And this is a breaking story. Keynotes are currently bare bones. Any stalwarts who can help, greatly appreciated. It says it is of the utmost importance that we act fast at these smears and face these smears head on with the correct messaging. Currently,
Not
that
the
is
truth.
And it says, it says, do not deny the possibility of foul play, excuse Epstein of his potential crimes, or doubt the validity of his guilt, or link to the current court documents regarding Epstein, or use them in constructing your argument. They don't want you to use the documents.
Because then someone might click it and then be like, well, here it is in a document calling Bill Clinton, to come to the island or something.
They're kind of saying, in fact, don't go to them either.
Yeah, just
link to them, don't go to them. You don't need to look.
Just put out what's correct.
Yes. Then it says, do sympathize with the potential victims of Epstein. I didn't really like that. I didn't really give a shit. I didn't think that was the interesting part. The victims are the victims, okay? I feel bad for
you. One name?
No.
I've ever heard.
Yeah, maybe I've heard one, but I don't know it offhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was a weak take. Remind me of the prior allegations.
I know, like Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, she was a victim, a rape victim.
Yeah.
And he raped 22 other women, they say.
26 accusations.
26,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Man, he must have a good lawyer.
Do we even need to correct that? Okay. Remind people of the prior allegations. It says, remind people of the prior allegations against Trump. It says, remind people of Trump's prior quotes regarding Epstein, their proven interactions. Remind people of the power that the President of the United States holds. As always, ROLCON. I don't know what that means. ROLCON.
ROLCON is role play conservative.
What does that mean? Role play conservative? You mean like as always, like they want people to be like
pretend,
I'm a conservative.
I'm a conservative, and then this is what I think.
That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Colbert did, right?
Yeah, I mean, he never would have been famous had he not done that. I don't think. Not as famous. Not as famous.
Oh, definitely not.
That was a great character. That was fun. And then he like comes out and he's like all like, "Hey."
I know. I love God.
Yeah.
God.
I don't like Stephen Colbert anymore at all. Anyway, that's how organized the commies are.
Now, who gets that email? Do you know?
Democratic stalwarts, like whoever is willing to be like some kind of a trusted, Democratic
head
troll,
kind of thing, or not even
sending shit out on
Facebook and stuff like that.
Exactly, just
low.
Yeah, regular people on social out there influencing.
Oh my God!
It's like an army of people. I don't know how many it is. It could be thousands, tens of thousands.
Wow.
Who knows? But they're just that's kind of how they
What are they trying?
Own stuff.
Is it because they know Clinton's guilty and they're just trying to protect him? Is that the whole point of that?
They're just trying to get their messaging out there over the conservative right-wing lying messaging. And I don't know why they think they need so much help, because the tech companies always do what they want anyway. Yeah. Even that day, as you noticed probably, that it goes, the Clinton, what was it, death count, that disappeared.
Yeah.
And something called Trump death count completely took its place,
on
even
the
though it had
trending list or whatever. Yeah.
On the trending list. And hardly anybody's tweeting.
Same thing happened when Tulsi ripped apart Kamala Harris in a debate. And it was like Kamala destroyed, wouldn't come up on trending Twitter. Meanwhile, like, everyone was talking about it and stuff.
It's the one thing everybody's on. The most unified Twitter's ever been was Saturday. Clinton death count. And a lot of the ones that said Trump death count were people going, what is this bullshit? It's not even a thing.
And isn't there even a transcript in court of the girl saying, yeah, Trump came and he talked to me, and then Jeffrey offered him to have sex with me or something. He was like, no, thank you, and he left.
Yeah.
Like, from one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, who had
he never flirted with me.
Yeah.
He never smiled at me. He did smile at me. He never flirted with me. It's like very, yeah. And really, when the DA down there was trying to get a case against him, Trump was the only one who came in when subpoenaed to help.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's out there, but it's not, the kind of news they like to. It's not grabbing by the pussy, is it?
Yeah, he's a dick, but he's not a moral dick, right? He doesn't He doesn't drink. He doesn't.
Even. I think he's like the most amiable fucking dude ever. I'd love to hang out with Donald Trump.
For real?
Yes.
Oh my God, I think it would be the worst.
Why?
It would be all about him, and look how great I am.
It would be all about him. He is great.
Yeah, but I don't need to hear it.
Way greater than. We could have never done what he did. 16 fucking other candidates.
When you hang out with Anthony, does he talk about how funny he is all the time and how hilarious?
Kinda. I like it though.
I guess he kind of does.
I
don't know. I feel like he would be a dick.
You talking about Trump?
Trump, yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. I think that he's, of all the people that have ever been any kind of politician, he's made me laugh more.
100%.
I've enjoyed. And all these other people aren't funny. They're hypocrites.
I've never liked one president even an iota or cared about one. This one I like.
And now they got Biden as their front runner, right? They've got all this other like intersectional shit down here around the bottom. You got a gay dude in a small town. You got an Asian guy who wants to give away a lot of money. Kamala Harris. I think there's a Native American who's and Marianne Faithfull or whatever her name is. 200 billion for fucking reparations and a mule. And now the guy that is the front runner by a lot is the one that is the most like Trump.
Yeah, out of all of them.
Out of all of them, he's the closest.
The old white guy, yeah, that's been
kind of like says a lot of shit wrong, kind of sometimes. Except he does it on accident.
Man.
He said he goes, you know what? My mom and dad, when I grew up, they believed that that I could be that if I wanted to be president, I could be vice president.
That's hilarious if you meant it.
Priceless, right? I don't know that he meant it. And he says they value truth over facts. Truth over facts.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, that is a very, very real thing, though, because they have their truth that has nothing to do with facts.
You hear Oprah talk about it all the time. What's your truth? Believing your truth. Know your truth. And how many women listen to that? They're just brainwashed that, well, whatever I believe is true, that's my truth, and everyone has to agree with that.
Yeah, we're not, but like it's still my truth. No, your truth is your opinion.
But that's what
they used to call that.
Turning the truth over facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like my truth, yeah.
Truth over facts. Facts are like...
Yeah, they don't really tell the whole story.
Yeah. They can say things you don't like. Facts are kind of like, you don't get so much control over those. Here he is. Look at this genius.
We choose truth over facts. And so, folks, if you're
lead up for that, it's funny
over
because
division, we choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. And so, folks...
He does 3 of them in a row.
If you're interested, join me.
We choose science over fiction.
What was the first one?
We choose unity over division.
Unity over division.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. So, folks,
over facts.
What do you think
if
he
you're
was trying
interested,
to
join
say?
me. I could use the help. Because
I think he meant truth over blacks.
What a racist, God.
He's an admirer of George Wallace.
So it was Biden way in the lead with Kamala kind of far behind.
And then Tulsi killed Kamala, but she dropped like a rock. And now it's Elizabeth Warren, who I think is up there with Biden.
Oh, is that what it, but Biden's got to be dropping too, right?
The more he fucks up, the more he just kind of stays where he's at. I mean, if you know by now, the first time when he was what do you call it, named vice president, and they show up, him and Obama for the very first time.
Yeah.
He introduced him. He goes, the next president of the United States, Barack America. Called him fucking Barack America. That's a guy who can't talk. That was in 2008.
Yeah, I don't see.
11 years later, he's a fucking tard. He is an old.
I just remember he was always told not to talk. That was the thing about him, at least in the beginning when he first became.
Just go out back and polish your Corvette.
Yeah.
And here's a little girl. Do you think now that there's this international pedophile thing going on with there's obviously a lot of human trafficking.
Yeah.
Obviously a lot of. I mean, this guy at the very highest levels was like, fuck. We need to not have the world find out who all the pedophiles are.
Even though we all know who they are already, right? Pretty much.
I mean, we know a couple.
Yeah, we know 10% of all of them.
How many are there in the State Department and the FBI and the through the intelligence? Look at Peter Strzok.
I mean, I have a video. We don't really need to play it, but it's a teacher who gets caught being a pedophile to 9-year-olds online.
Oh, I saw this on X Hamster, yeah.
Oh, really?
That's my search criteria, what you just said.
It's just creepy.
Being a pedophile to 9-year-olds.
Yeah, so this woman, I guess she's like the Chris Hansen over in the UK. This is all speculation. I just saw this video. I don't know anything else besides
in the UK.
And she goes on WhatsApp or whatever and then message. And
obviously a pedophile.
This guy's a teacher.
Is we monitor children's online activities, adults' online activities, and if they speak to children. Have you any idea why I'd be here?
Not a clue.
He's the worst actor.
Online? Can I ask first of all?
She said she was going to get some tea.
You're a teacher, aren't you? Okay.
Tea and cookies,
just
biscuits.
A second. Could you just hold that 1 second? Right, can I
The wind slow stops down, yeah.
Wow. I mean, what 9-year-old wouldn't want to fuck that guy?
Can I confirm?
So skip to 2:45.
Of course it's England, so she's like, well, so you said that you wanted to have sex with this girl now. Well, I assume now you've learned your lesson. Off with you.
Okay. And do you know what you respond?
Do it again.
A bit younger than I'd normally talk to. Why, being a teacher, or even any, would you talk?
Turn it up a little.
Keep it down. Why would you do that? You need to. Yeah. Why would you do that?
I don't.
Okay. So you carry on talking to this child, yeah? You ask her if you can send a picture, if she can send you a picture.
Oh, guys, can you just go?
No.
Now his
can't.
wife
The
comes
police are
out.
going.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, the police are on their way.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
would you like to go in?
What?
Right, have I
Police?
done it?
What?
I've
What do you
talked to
mean?
children online.
I haven't.
Look, you have been talking to children online. As young as
sake.
9, okay? So
Fuck's
you mind
sake.
going inside and
Where did he
looking
think
after
it was
the police
going?
are on their way.
I haven't.
Police are on their way, yeah.
Don't. I haven't.
Would you like me to show the picture?
Jesus Christ.
Would you like to confirm? It's not a horrible picture, but first of all,
The English pedophiles are more charming than ours.
No, this is a live picture.
Oh, I haven't.
Take a picture apart
Why
from
not just
yourself.
walk back
This is a
inside?
live
I ain't done it.
And
So-
throw
so-
your phone in the
so-
shredder and burn your computer.
Give it a shot.
Like, she's not a cop.
These images to a 9-year-old.
What?
Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah.
guilty.
Do you mind going?
He's a
Yeah.
teacher.
I know.
Can't say
Precisely. That's why
nothing.
we've come out today.
So
I've
skip
only
to
just been sent this today.
5:35. This was the funniest part of the whole video. This is a 32-minute video where she just berates him.
Can you go full screen with that
Are you
for a
denying
minute?
this is you?
Here we
I
go.
don't know what this is.
Okay, and are you denying that this is your penis?
That ain't. What? I wish it was.
It's funny because that's been sent to a 9-year-old.
No, I know.
Right, okay. So these live pictures you've got.
Fuck.
Is someone come into your house and taken a picture of you then?
No.
Just get indoors.
Please can I have children inside?
No, this is substance. Oh my God.
I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but we need to stop him.
So now his kids are coming out and figuring out what he's done, and his wife's still crying.
I need some help here.
Don't, listen, you don't want your neighbours.
Just take the children inside.
Don't say
I'm
that.
glad
Don't
they're
say
getting
no.
these people off
You've
the
broken her
streets, but
life.
it's just...
You've broken her
Well, those are some
life.
kids who wish they were in cages.
You've already said.
You know, hey, be careful what you wish for.
Masturbate on this app.
When?
In this chat
And he
log.
tries to get her to,
Okay?
like,
You send
masturbate and
live
send them
pictures of yourself,
videos.
This
And,
woman?
Right?
No, a
anything else?
9-year-old.
Then
See, that's what he
you know
should be
you
doing,
want
is
to
trying to
do?
hit on the...
You
woman,
say to her,
yeah.
Do you want to be like
So what
a
you
big
doing
girl?
now? You want to...
Do you want to be a big girl? Because big girls play with themselves.
I wouldn't know about that.
Wouldn't you?
That's true,
so
though.
Why are you asking this child? Then when you ask them, when you were speaking to her,
Broadly,
you're saying
that's
things like,
true.
Are you?
Big girls play
you
with
want to be
themselves.
like a big
Boy,
girl.
do they ever.
Would you send pictures to men even if they said it was? Even if they told you they'd keep it
Shouldn't
a
say.
secret? You try to entice her constantly to send pictures of
I
herself.
don't know what this is all about.
No, don't you? So that is your name, isn't it?
It's completely
Yes.
unfamiliar.
Yeah.
I'm
And
very
these
calmly
pictures-
saying...
It's not how you would act at all, dummy.
Well, I've never...
You think you would figure out,
Let me think about it.
while I'm jerking off to 9-year-olds, what would I do if someone came up to me and accused me? How would I get out of it? How would I act? This is not the way you do it.
They never quite put it together. They finished before the incarceration starts.
But, this goes on and on. She keeps threatening the cops are coming, but the cops never come.
This is the man who killed Jeffrey Epstein. God, look the other way, right?
It was one day too late.
So we have this from, we have, some advice. An advice thing here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and so, like, Drew, would you do the honors? What does that say? What are we reading here?
Would it be in bad taste?
Would it be in bad taste, yes, to get my ex a vacuum for her 30-day anniversary of the abortion? Yes, okay, so that's me answering right there that, like, hey, why not? We'll do this. And so, like, if you have any questions, just write us on Twitter, TBD
get a TBD
advice segment. Yeah, we should, right?
His Twitter handle or something.
Yeah, right now it's just Third Eye, which is you.
The U. Yep.
With the U, yeah. 'Cause it's not Third Eye. It's like a turd with an H.
Correct.
So this is a complex question he's asking.
I would say you never get your girlfriend an appliance. Ooh, X.
It's an X.
Then you definitely get your ex an appliance.
And it's a vacuum cleaner on the 30-day anniversary of the abortion. So there's
Yeah.
a tie-in.
It's a double negative. I like it.
Yeah. It's so double negative, she'll probably think it's hilarious. She'll probably get a big kick out of it. Does she need a vacuum?
Does he want to fuck her again?
Of course.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Look at him. He's a dog.
Yeah, but she's already been hollowed out.
Well, she's had the abortion now, so
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
oh yeah, it's like fucking a bowl of soup. So many questions, right? There's a lot of context to this. Look, I don't think you should ever fear from bad taste when it comes to a gift. A gift is a gift, and you can't go wrong with a gift, and you can't go wrong. A vacuum cleaner, that's not going to be cheap.
Now, that's what I was going to say. Maybe try a dustbuster or something. Gets the same point across, but it's cheaper.
That's true. A blender.
Blender, yeah.
It's the spirit that.
Just get her one hanger. That's what it's down to now.
There you go, Dom.
There's your
Don't
advice.
spend so much money. Follow us and send us your things that you need advice with. Although I think he knew the right answer all along. What else is going on?
So do you know Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi?
I don't think so.
So he's this football kind of player. He's this guy that was he went to try out for a junior college basketball team and didn't make the team.
Jesus, I was on my junior college basketball team.
So then he tries out for the track team and he makes that team, but gets in a car accident and breaks his foot or something, blah, blah, blah. Can't make it.
This guy sounds like a real unlucky loser.
So he goes to, the next year, he goes to the football team and he just shows up. And he keeps going to practice. There he is.
Oh, look at that guy.
He keeps going to practice. He's not invited. He's not a walk-on. He just keeps going.
Young Kaepernick in the making.
Totally. And people are like, I don't know. He's been here a month now. We don't know why he's here. Let him stay. So they let him play on his junior college team. Phoenix University, but not the online Phoenix. It's another Phoenix, something, blah, blah, blah.
Not even the major one, huh?
So then we have a video of some highlights of him. He was like this amazing kick returner. But, you know, this is junior college, 2 years only, the lowest level, blah, blah, blah.
He's been there for 5 already.
Yeah, he's
not even in school.
Led the nation in kick return yardage and touchdowns.
Okay, well, I mean, that's something.
Something, yeah.
I mean, just to run that much would be a lot.
So
for some of us, you know.
His 2 years are up. He leads every, you know, category, stat category. Tries to get on a regular college football team. Spends all his money trying out at different colleges.
He can't get on a
Not
team.
one will take
He
him.
leads the United
Junior
States.
college.
Junior college. But leads it. All right. It's the very best one.
So he decides, you know, I'll try to get on an NFL team. You know, he tries that, nothing.
How could
tries
he fail? I mean,
CFL, nothing. Tries the AFL, nothing.
when we start chanting Rudy,
Decide his friend plays in a flag football team, flag football league. He joins them and starts playing flag football.
oh, I thought you were gonna say nothing.
A friend of that friend on the flag football team later, a few years later, says, "Hey, I hear that the Cleveland Browns are having some sort of tryout, but you have to be on an invite list, you know." And he's like, "Well, how do I get on the invite list?" And they're like, "Oh, it's already closed, blah, blah, blah."
Just want to make you feel like shit.
So he decides, I'm just going to go anyway. This is my whole MO. This is what I do. I just go and show up and hope they hire me. So he looks up like who's running it, and it's Alonzo Highsmith. Do you know him? A former Houston Oiler, number 3 draft pick. He was like the running back right after Earl Campbell, maybe, or right around there. And I'm 32.
So he had some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, so he shows up at this tryout, and they're like, "What's your name?" And he says the name, and they're like, "You're not on the list." And he goes, "Oh, well, I know Alonzo Highsmith." He's never met him before in his life, you know. He just says, "Oh, I know him. He told me to come by." And the guy's like, "All right, come in." He walks in, finds Alonzo because he looked him up online, and starts talking to him. And they realize that Alonzo's son went to Phoenix University Junior College to try to get on. So they do this whole tryout.
Way. Really?
They do this whole tryout. A half hour later, Alonzo calls him and says, "You're on the... You got, you know, picked up by the Browns."
I want to not like the guy just because, you know, but like, that's pretty amazing.
So then he plays in the Browns' first preseason game.
There's a conflict there of interest because obviously the guy at the Browns wants his son to make the team.
Well,
and he's like, maybe you could pull
that
some
was like
strings.
6 or 7 years ago prior.
Okay,
Sorry, yeah. So then he plays in the Browns' first preseason game, and we have this clip here.
Oh boy.
His first ever touch in the NFL.
And it is Sheehy-Guiseppi feeling it inside the 15, and he gets one block, and he's gone, and he is gone. Taking it the distance for the touchdown is Sheehy-Guiseppi on a terrific special teams play. And now Freddie can smile because he has seen all of the units.
The best Browns uniforms I've ever seen, man. They're not that nauseating kind of like fucking orange.
Orange, yeah.
Terrible orange. That's incredible. First touch.
Incredible, right? And Alonzo
He's been waiting his whole life.
His whole life.
Stay in shape all the time to keep going and trying out.
He said he had no money. He would just drive and sleep in his car before tryouts and stuff because he would just spend all his money in gas just to get from Miami to Cleveland to the Canada.
Yeah, I don't think this
whatever.
guy's going to kneel during the national anthem.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Not interested. Wow, that is.
He probably won't even make the team, you know, but.
What do you mean he won't make the team? I thought he made the team.
That was preseason.
He won't get cut. They're not going to cut that guy with that story.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to bet on a guy like that. Wow.
What a weird Giuseppe, Damon Giuseppe. It's such a weird name.
Is his middle name or last name Giuseppe?
It's Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi, and Sheehy-Guiseppi is hyphenated.
All right. So that's amazing. The one guy was kneeling. The Pan Am Games guy kneeling. Fucking ridiculous.
Race Imboden.
Yeah. What was it? What was the sport? I was fencing.
Foil fencer.
Fence.
the worst kind of fencing.
What's foil fencer?
There's like, I think 3
is
types
kneeling.
of fencing. There's like saber, foil, and one other one.
This is just that doesn't even when it's like a bunch of people doing it. It just looks. At least it looks uniform. This guy looks like he's just tying a shoe or something. What a self-satisfied prick.
And his reasons are because of the shortcomings of the country.
Oh yeah, the tweet. We must call
Racism,
for
gun
change.
control, mistreatment of immigrants.
My pride has been cut short by the multiple shortcomings of the country I hold so dear to my heart. You don't hold the country dear to your heart, you prick. Racism, gun control, This country was founded on racism and mistreatment of immigrants. In fact, it was founded on mistreatment of fucking people living here already. So,
It's in our blood.
yeah, look at the history of this country and decide, do we need to let immigrants in?
But this guy is the typical rich white guy that's Rosanna Arquetted himself.
Yes.
And is trying to like show how woke he is.
And they all want to do this because they think everybody grew up like they did.
Yeah. I read his little bio on Wiki, and it was like he grew up in Maryland and played lacrosse, and then his parents moved to Park Slope, which is the richest area in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And they named him after a speed
mayor
racer
lives.
character, and he's in fencing, so you know he's just extremely wealthy.
It's like
And
New
as-
York Beto.
He like heard of East New York once, so then he gets to talk about racism and gun control.
Brownsville.
I went through there on a
118.
train to Jamaica one time.
Oh my God, it was just awful.
We have him on CNN talking about why he did it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I didn't hear this either, so he's also a
Olympic
model. By the way.
like a
medalist,
chef.
and he's with me now, competing in London in 2012 and Rio in 2016. So
right,
he is
that's
back in Austin, Texas, following his victory at the Pan American Games, and now with me. Good to see you, Ray. So, why'd you do that? What were you thinking, and what was your motivation, and what was your expectation following it?
You know, just
Firstly, let me just say thank you for having me here. And my motivation was what I stated in the post that I made on Instagram, and that is that I am very, very proud to represent the U.S. in competition.
You look
I'm a very
proud.
proud athlete, and I think that
it's like you're on-
That's how
America
you
is one of the
express your
greatest
pride.
countries in the world athletically. And I
look
would even
down.
argue that America is one of the greatest countries in
Frown.
the world, period. And for me,
hate
standing
it
on
when
top of the podium and
anybody with
hearing
this
my anthem
politics
play
talks
has
about how
always
much
been
they
a
love
moment
the
for me
United
of
States.
just pure pride.
you love your own
And
fucking press.
think they're
over the
Muhammad
last
Ali.
few years, I've started to come to
Muhammad Ali just didn't want to go to the fucking
I've had
war.
different,
So he's like, here's how I'll do that.
beliefs that
They just had to
have
keep
kind of
it up
hurt that
because everyone
pride
fell
in some
for
of
it.
those things
Yeah,
that I
he
listed,
changed
which
his
is the
name at that
racism
point.
and mistreatment of immigrants.
guy,
as well
mistreatment
as
of immigrants just in
president and,
general,
the things that
you know?
he's been representing.
So,
How
Ray,
good would the country
congratulations
have to
on
be
the gold
before a
medal.
prick like that doesn't do
And,
this?
You know,
What an embarrassment. He probably figures he's
your
really
decision.
popular
You said,
worldwide, you
yes,
know,
it's
because
a
like
great
they like
country.
Americans who know how shitty America is.
Yeah, everyone appreciates him. Did
Yeah,
you know
like-
he's a DJ too?
Oh, fucking perfect. God, they're all so nauseous.
We have the kicking it mix whenever they get a chance. We can throw it
Kicking
on.
it mix, kicking it, fencing,
Now-
fencing and kicking. Do we have a call? Who's that?
Oh,
I hope that's hello.
Cannons blast niggas, ass niggas.
Oh, we don't want to make him yell over the fencing mix.
Yeah. All the homies that I ain't talked to in a while.
This is that guy.
I think this is his beats.
Nah, I mean, cause I ain't mad at you.
No, this is
Heard
completely a
y'all
Tupac
tearing
song.
up
This
shit
isn't
out
anything he
there.
did.
Kicking up dust.
I'm gonna
giving a
smurder.
motherfuck.
Do the murder dance.
Yeah, niggas.
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't
Okay,
mad
enough.
at you. Now we was
What's happening, my friend?
Hello, mate. It's Andy here.
Oh, Prince.
Hey, Andy. Oh, yeah. I
I was just on your television program. What happened was this fat bird came round to my house with a camera.
Oh,
And she tried to insinuate that I was some kind of a kiddie fiddler or something, you know.
Oh, yeah. She
She
seemed
had,
to
like-
suggest that.
yeah, she had pictures of you that you sent to this app. And
transcripts of conversations with a 9-year-old. Yeah, and you didn't seem to know what she meant.
She showed me a picture of a large penis, so it definitely was not me. Right, and I just want to put the record straight. That's why I want to come on.
Camera
I'm
adds
not a
10 pounds.
pedophile.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and maybe suggest that you were embarrassed of your penis size to a 9-year-old and you sent someone else's bigger penis to go in place of your penis to a 9-year-old.
That might be a working theory.
See, now he wants to come clean. He wasn't spilling it like that for the
How much low self-esteem must you have where you can't send a 9-year-old your dick? You have to send a fake dick that's bigger to impress the 9-year-old.
I would never say. Well,
I'm not sure of himself.
And then that's your linchpin to get out of this whole accusation.
Was confused about the male sexual organ. I couldn't
Exhibit
find
I,
where the
picture this
diagram
big
was,
dick.
so I just
big
took
cock.
a picture of it.
Next to me, tiny cock.
Yeah, well,
they even penalize child molesters in your
I don't want
country.
to live in a country where you can't bloody have a cup of tea without some stupid fat bird coming around and calling you a kiddie fiddler.
Yeah, I mean, that's good.
You're a teacher, sir. You teach kids the same age.
Yeah, but I weren't in the school. It'd be all right if I was doing it at school. I wasn't doing it, but if I was doing it at school, that's one thing, isn't it? When I'm at home, I ain't a teacher.
Your face, Garrett.
I'm just a bloke.
Now, at the point she said, you can't go inside because you'll destroy evidence, why didn't you then go inside and destroy the evidence?
Because there weren't any evidence. It's all a big fit-up, mate. I'm totally innocent.
She kind of gave him a good idea, right?
Yes.
You're not allowed to go inside. Destroy the evidence.
Oh, I just got to pee. Can I pee?
I'm educating the children even in my spare time.
Right.
I
You told her.
Bloody medal.
What did you say? That big girls play with themselves.
Well, they do.
That's true. They do.
I think that was a Go-Go song.
You're saying they don't? I think this bird what came round, she was a bit of a big girl, and I think maybe she should do that a bit more. She won't give me so much trouble.
People are accusing you of, making the girl feel bad by comparing her to an older girl that plays with herself and that she should maybe do it. And you're kind of using your mind to coerce her and she can't figure out how to defend herself.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is I feel bad because my missus won't even bring me a biscuit with me cup of tea anymore.
I know how that feels.
I tell you, I'm getting some right earache off our door ring. She's giving me some right strife, mate.
I could hear her yelling through the walls in that video.
Yeah, your wife.
You what?
Are you still together with the wife?
Well, I'm not sleeping where I normally sleep, but she's got nowhere to go, you see.
You got another girl?
Her mother died. You know what? Well, my kids are fine. There's no problem there whatsoever.
I forget, what was the bass player for the Rolling Stones? He married a 10-year-old. So, I mean, it's not that weird in England.
Oh, my God.
Bill Wyman.
Bill Wyman, yeah.
She was 14. She was 14 when
Well, maybe when they got married, but when they met.
It's just everything just gets sensational.
How long do you date a 14-year-old, before you marry her? When she's 14, when you get married, it's like the relationship was solid.
There were those two famous groupies in California, too, that were 13 and 14.
Oh, here you are. Look, he's on the screen.
Yeah.
Nice place. You got a great house, by the way.
I can't answer for Bill Wyman's crimes.
No.
That's a good point.
No, it's not a crime when you're
phone in and set the record straight and say I didn't do nothing. I'm just a perfectly respectable English teacher.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let that be said. Thank you for the call. Much appreciated.
Yeah,
And,
wow.
All right, mate.
Yeah. Take care.
All right. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wow, that was pretty gross.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Hey, he manages to stay upbeat. So watch Crime Report this Thursday. Watch Safe Space. Oh, and coming up right now is going to be the Anthony Cumia show. If you haven't seen it.
With Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor will be on.
Jr.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
I haven't
This would be a good episode to start on if you haven't seen Anthony's show yet. All right. See you later.
Well,
don't forget.
This shitty game.
Is there a rainbow?